Thinking about buying a franchise? Then the How to Buy a Franchise show is just for you. Here's your host, Dr. John Hayes.
So why do people buy edible arrangements? Why do they want to put fruit in baskets?
Because it's a great product.
Tell us why.
Can anything be better than fruit in baskets?
No.
I think it's, even in franchising, people are always looking for something unique. So we like to think that we have come into a very established industry, which is the gifting industry, and between flowers and chocolates and everything, about $22 billion. And it was ready for something new. It was ready for something different. And that's the first thing that gets people to say, wow, that's unique. I can do that. And that's what franchising does, that somebody looks at it who has never been in business and says, well, I can do that. And then you show them examples of others who were just like them, who just had a job and left the job and went into business. So it's the ease of getting into it. It's the uniqueness of the product. And then the healthy trend helped us a lot. This whole part about healthy sending.
Yes.
And healthy giving. Because if you love someone, you really want to love them overall.
Yep.
So people struggled. And then the value proposition. Because if you're sending flowers, one person will enjoy flowers, but in an office, 10 people can enjoy edible arrangements. Mm-hmm. They can all share into it, get some people. And when you have children and it arrives at a home, even though it's for mom's birthday, everybody's going to dig into it. So it's just been that part that people connect it, they see it. We've just launched business, Edible for Business, which is to go after business gifting / marketing. And it's just been a phenomenal success because it makes sense. When you send it, the whole department gets involved that you're trying to thank you.
How big is the gifting industry?
Again, about $12 billion.
All right, so when you become an edible arrangements franchisee, that's the industry you're getting into, a $12 billion industry.
Which doesn't include kind of the chocolate side of everything. That's just flowers, and then you got chocolate and other items, and you're at about $22 billion.
Yeah, wow.
So it's a large industry.
And the sales that a franchisee gets, do I've got to go out and generate these sales on my own through some marketing, or is it an 800 number like 800 Flowers that people are dialing to? Orders are being placed. I don't even know the customer necessarily. It wasn't my local marketing necessarily that did this. It's part of the national marketing. How does that work?
So we are store first. I've always built our system to be store first. I think the internet is going to be a natural phenomenon. It's a convenience factor. It's a convenience because you could shop anytime, anywhere, and go to our website. So having a strong e-commerce presence is a must for everyone. And to figure out how to make it convenient that instead of standing in line, you could make that time useful and place your order using a device. So we're always thinking, and I'm kind of wired to always think technology. So our web does really well. But we built stores. We put them on the right corners. We pay rent. We want to connect with our customers. And nothing connects better than a location when you can walk in, you can touch, taste, feel, smell the product. And when you do that, the loyalty, the connection is so much better. So our whole thing is we call it a store first. That every concept, everything we design is with the mentality of store first. And now that we're launching Edible to Go, so we had tons of amazing fruit in the back of our store that we were making these arrangements out of. Now we're making blended froyo, where you tell us, we will blend the fruit into the yogurt right in front of you. Okay. You can get any flavor. All natural, no preservatives, no additives, it's real fruit smoothies, not something that's processed. We're going to take real fruit, pieces of it, and blend it. So with that, we're looking at this nice next generation of edible arrangements.
Yeah.
We've had great success. So it will always be store first for us. And even when we go out and we promote store first, half of those people go to the web anyway. Or all of them go to the web to find out where you are, when are you open, what do you have to offer. So the web will always be strong, but it's store first.
Okay. So now what about the international expansion of edible arrangements? What's happening there?
Edible arrangements is very universal. Fruit is very universal. We have slowed down our international growth over the last few years because we were in the middle of our brand evolution. We've just completed that. We're redoing most of our stores in the U.S. to have Edible to Go into them, where you walk in and you could experience dipped fruit. There's chocolate flowing, there's dipping going on. You can grab a gift. You could get a gift in 7 minutes. We have a 7-minute pickup. You could literally walk in 7 minutes. We'll have an arrangement ready and you can walk out with it. And once you've added all these multiple layers to it, you are very international ready, because internationally, as you know more than anyone, that a lot of the things happen in malls, high traffic areas. And because of the high traffic areas, you have to have products that are consumable. And Edible Arrangements had fruit, so we just had to turn on and figure out do some great innovation on what to do with fruit that is on the consumable side. So we've just completed that, and starting this year, we have a heavy international push. We're in about 12 countries. And we wanted to complete this evolution before we start to promote and start to grow, and God willing, you'll see some great growth coming up.
Great.
Thank you for listening to How to Buy a Franchise Show. If you want immediate assistance, visit howtobuyafranchise.com to contact Dr. John Hayes for a free consultation.